arm length.
Oh
solid long. I want to be able to smack my bases from across the stage, so we're gonna go full on that.
I'm on the second
You know
template.
the guys at the gym who only work out their arms? Yeah, this guy only works out his
Nice.
Oh my God. Although I should have done the inside of the ears before I cut the rest of it off, so that way it won't be bent.
Don't even bother asking me for the manager because
So downside.
I are manager.
I got carried away.
We get to choose Chad's personality attributes. Depression. He's gonna be a Billie Eilish tribute band. He's a flat earther. Oh my good Jeffrey Smith. Celibacy? Doesn't have to worry about that one. Where are we from? Oh my God, you can be from Toronto. All right, well, I am a good old Canadian boy. Good old Canadian boy. So we're gonna go Toronto. Establishing a music scene? Bruh, there ain't none. It's 2021, son. There ain't no local music scene anymore.
There is technically, but they're expecting vaccination
It may be possible I crashed the game because my band name is too long. Establishing a music scene has been going on for like 7 minutes now. Maybe we're waiting for the drummer to show up. Alright, so it turns out my long band name did crash the game. I learned from the best.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out.
So I had to remake my guy all over again. The only thing that has changed is Chad now has an overbite instead of an underbite. Alright, well, I think we're ready to rock. I think we got a gimmick. I think we've got quite the cool gimmick going on thus far.
Oh wait, that exists probably.
Oh, this is my home? Wow. Okay, this has gone full Sims. I haven't been in a band for a long time. What do I do? Can I cooking? Can I cook? Can I cook? We have $1,000. We're starting out with $1,000. That is probably the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. Bands do not start with $1,000. Bands start with $0 or less. Let's jam. Let's practice. You have no songs to practice. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you know what? Let's start practicing anyways. Okay, yeah. This game is like, seriously, bro? You don't know how this works. Okay, so I'm thinking I need to buy equipment, which I think would make sense. This guy's feet are hard as hell. He's barefoot, but it's... Well, now that we've officially ruined our band van before we even have a band, let's go into the music store. $57 for the worst mic you got? What a friggin' ripoff! Looking for a band? Heck yes I am. Guitarist ready to conquer the world? I like to fix things. Call Jackie. Oh, I have no band experience. That makes sense. I do have experience in driving though. Time to get a bass player. Experienced bass guitarist. Call Evert. Okay, do you want to know how unrealistic this game is? Look at how many bass players are ready to jam. Not real. Bass players, very hard to find. Trust me. Let's hire Evert. Drummer ready to rock. Call Karen. Done. Okay, now we're starting to look like a band. Pedro as a guitarist. There he is. Look at my band. This is exactly how real life bands work, by the way. Some guy shows up to a music store and picks up every band member. No problem. Drives them back to his house. There's a graveyard. Holy balls. Are all my hopes and dreams buried there? I don't know anyone buried at the cemetery, so it's safe to assume that your band members can die. Oh yeah, that is a thing about Toronto. Everything is impenetrable, including Chad. Okay, what is this landscaping? Oh my God. Oh, look at that sassy one!
Oh my God.
Oh wow, I can't believe it animated that. I think Chad Chadson needs a break. So I guess it's time to thank the sponsors of today's video, the brand new Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro earbuds. And when it comes to sound quality, the Liberty 3 Pros are unsurpassable. Some jams in your basement, Emmy-winning audio producer, you know, I'm in 4 letters, time off for Friday 14th. Write a song, that's the door. All right, let's write a song together as a band. Writing songs is done through a puzzle minigame, what? Oh, just like real life. The puzzle pieces represents ideas created by the musicians. I don't want anyone else's input. I want to write the songs myself. I don't want Karen writing music about talking to the manager. Song title, Nard Hipples. I guess I'll choose a riff, I don't friggin' know, and then this, and then I don't frickin' a song about, we're gonna be a Christian black metal band, let's do that. All right, well, yeah, I think we're ready to write this song. Not quite sure how that works, okay, how can I hear it? Not recorded, great. View lyrics. Song is called Nard Hipples. The lyrics are, from a female Christianity, she was delivered of soul. I hope they build a wall to keep you out. Take your nard, make you right. Look at it, this life you have lived. Give yourself to a Christianity. The pain is in the mind. Let the nard flow. Whoa. Have heard of this Christianity. This sounds like a bad translation. Okay, so here's how the songs work in this game. You literally have to import a song file, and that will become the audio for the song. All right, I imported a song that I think just has hit written all over it. Let's practice it. I didn't get to hear the song? When do I get to hear the damn song? I guess this means we gotta play a gig. But first we need custom merch to sell at our concert. Everybody to the van! Okay, this is actually accurate to real life, driving the band around. When I was in a band, I was literally the guy who drove everyone home after band practice, because I'm such a good guy. But don't worry, everyone paid gas money. No one paid gas money. Let's get some merch. Let's get some merch! Oh. Oh my god, you can customize this? Oh, that's terrible. Oh my god, you can import photos. Okay, hold up 1 second. They should have never given me this option. They're gonna regret it. I've been in a band before. Okay, we'll add text. Milk me friendly.
Oh.
Okay, please enter the name for this design. Well, I've always liked the name Josh. Damn right, you gotta rep your own merch. You gotta rep your own merch. Well, I think now it's time to record our album. Use the fader to determine the number of hours to spend recording the song. Well, being that it is just a compilation of farts, spoiler alert, I think maybe we'll spend 1 hour. Done! That's, you know, anyone who wants to join a band, it's just that easy. All right, folks, in case you want to pre-order Chadson and the Chads with their CD. Oh yeah, hi, Kay. And it has one song called Nard Hipples. Release! All right, now, I did forget one very important step in a band. I'll just stop in the middle of the road. If we're having a concert, we have to have band pics. Photography. There! All right, we need pictures. Oh my good lord. Oh, look at this! I think I gotta throw up. Oh boy, I wasn't ready for this. Oh. Oh, this is wild. Evert, what's going on with your nut? Yeah, what's a good band pose for a band picture? All right, Chad, strike a pose. Oh. Oh. God, it looks like he's like trying to take a dump out in public. What's with all these poses? Can I get one of these at least? Come on. Oh, you're giving directions now? Okay, perfect. That's our band pick. 50 bucks. Why is being in a band so freaking expensive? You know I'm a streamer, and my content sucks. Well, everyone, where shall we play our first gig? Colin's watering hole. Let's play there. Do we really want our first gig to be in a place called Colin's watering hole? I don't want to know. So where do the bands play? I'm guessing there's a tiny little stage off to the side somewhere.
Hi, welcome.
Excuse me. Hello.
When's your next gig?
Your mouth movements are very unnatural. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be playing here. Let's, opening slots for Fragile Shocks? Heck friggin' yes! I would love to book this gig, thank you. My gig is in 2 days. I've got a lot of work to do to prepare. Looks like I need a montage.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry that you heard that.
Hear what?
Oh, my brother Andrew's freaking pounding on his freaking desk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Going to the gig. There! Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to come to our gig?
Stage is that way.
Never been turned down so aggressively, thank you. Let's do this. Oh, that is such a bass player thing to say. Hello! We're Chadson and the Chad, and I have a big stinky bomb first. What's going on? Coconut salad. Cinnamon salad. Look at this photograph.
Is that Ellen, I'm guessing?
All that build-up for that? That show was frickin' We did sell 1 CD. Unfortunately, though, it turns out people were unsatisfied with our gig. Bassist! Well, it has been a tiring day for Chadwick. It's time for some well-deserved rest. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe, you ass ferret. And if you enjoyed this and perhaps would like to see how far we can go with Chadson and the Chads.
They never made it far. Anyway, Heather, what the freaking is this part?
We actually came to this country. Everybody was still a lot of this country.
What part is this?
It happened. Almost everyone is slaves now. Yeah, everyone is slaves.
Too slow.
I'm a slave to Will.
Well, I had to freaking slow it down.
Two! Right there.
Literally in his basement. Literally someone say...
She's like, I'm a slave to Will. And I was like, of course. She does this all the time.
I don't know why the hell she hits on my ass, for God's sake.
I want her to come in here one day.
Oh God, the day that Sabrina ever shows up in here is gonna be freaking nards.
She goes on about the MRI, and where's she got back from Turkey yet? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm doing the very first thing I'm doing when she shows up here. I'm playing Less Than Jake and making her hear it.
I feel like they can like be poor.
Let's do some ska, darn it.
Some guy named Victor was like, okay, if you may.
Victor is not a British name at all. No.
Oliver.
That's a very, like...
I think you're looking for Oliver.
Hey, yeah, that's a better name.
Mr. Ebenezer. Square of sixpence.
Ebenezer.
No, Tiny Tim.
Fuck.
Is this just a Tiny Tim?
I got.
I know who freaking Tiny Tim is, so.
Oh, bless your heart.
You're an adult, but you're free to have an MRI. Unless you're naked and you have some sexy doctor.
Oh my god, I'm tired. It's only
Hey, hold on.
almost 10. Wait, it's almost
Is that
10.
magnetic machine? Yeah, magnetic resonance.
You know what? I'm gonna ask my brother when he's gonna get off the
Yeah,
Xbox.
take out your piercings.
I want to refund.
You have to take out your piercings. That is a good point. Also, you have to like fast. You're fasting tonight, right? Yeah, you're not eating tonight, are you?
Why?
It's
Or
6 a.m.
drinking. Or drinking, yeah.
Why, Will? Because I trust his ass. That's why.
You drink water and everything.
I had
Well, what?
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's in France. I forgot.
True.
It's like,
See, you
yes.
get
Wait,
it,
do I go
Robert.
after physical access?
No, I don't. They told you how.
Yeah,
long
he
you
is
have to go without
trustworthy.
drinking, right?
And I still wish his ass was on this
The
platform,
thing
but
is confirmed for today. They didn't say like.
Well, he'll
Stupid.
come
Wait,
by.
stupid ass purple box that leaked all
No,
the
it just says
information.
Hours.
But yeah,
It says wear a mask and
Oh, this is the funny part.
I'm not eating or drinking.
Oh,
It's on my
damn,
lower
that
back.
sucks.
It's like a bad MRI
Why are you having this MRI again?
for my sciatica because I'm an old man under my waistband. It's a thing.
did you see her wig
What's up,
scalp?
homie? Long time no see.
I'm old. No, he's not old. This is a recording I did.
Oh, wait. It says something on these papers.
I got the
Yes.
archives.
I can pause it. This is
Ah,
not
there
a
it
simulation.
I'm gonna be laid down in like a large ring thing. It's kind of scary. What if I get abducted?
You have to be.
This is like some alien abduction.
You have to be very still too.
Magnets.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be abducted? Yeah, right. We're in the middle of a crop circle.
Black Mirror, this like black guy was in one, and then like his like bead in his brain came out of his brain, and then he died.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Wait,
literally just
What did I miss?
Okay. Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait, is she? Oh, I got so scared for you. I thought you were gonna say that I have to get weighed, and I don't want to get weighed because I had McDonald's last night, and I'm sure I weighed like 50 pounds heavier.
What the heck did I just
Look
miss?
at him, look what he's doing.
What did I just miss?
there.
Don't they just kill
Did I miss something important?
Yeah, but
Not
you guys,
really.
like, Americans don't know anything about everywhere else.
Yeah, because we use the stupid imperial system.
Yeah, so like
He's
I
an
thought I'd dumb
American
it
and
down
he just
for you.
brought it up.
But yeah,
He's American.
I can tell.
and I did bring up metric.
I know. It's okay.
I travel with metric.
The
My
reputation
GPS
was
is
you
on
brought it up.
meters.
Who?
Also, you asked the Americans about
Who's
that.
American?
They all are.
I can talk like y'all.
I was in the chat.
And I'm from Japan.
Damien,
Oh no, I'm from
Providing
freaking
your
Bangkok for
obscenely
Lord's
massive
sake.
No, it says the radiology
so
man
it's
who was
awesome.
going to do this exploration, asking you to fill this
Yes, that's
questionnaire.
exploration. That's what they call it
What
there.
is he
Wait a
gonna
minute.
explore, my
Hey,
buddy?
Morgan.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
One of my friends from another Appamon or no?
Exploration on the paper, there's no way.
If I pull up, hey, this is good. You have headphones in, right?
Yeah.
Morgan? Okay.
I always do.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unplug my laptop so you guys can hear them. Okay?
Alright.
We're gonna see how this turns out. Right, how many people are in here? Okay. 1 second. Alright, I'm gonna take my headphones out. Okay. 1 second. Hey, guys. Hello.
Yo.
I'm on the stream right now. Would you guys like to meet my friends from the stream or no? Okay, I have my headphones. Okay, I take my headphones. Alright, hold on. All right, speak.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people.
Damn.
No, I'm the louder one.
Damn.
And the
We can do it
succubus.
louder. We can do it louder.
Don't you dare do it louder, damn it.
Guys.
Introduce yourselves, please. Introduce
Heather,
yourselves.
I'm Heather, and I'm
Morgan. I'm a dude. I ain't a damn
I'm
shit.
I'm Ashley.
I'm a fucking clown.
I'm afraid of clowns. So,
I'm Mello, the chill god. I'm the realest nigga that
I'm
ever
Ashley
lived.
the Junior.
Don't say that the word, damn it.
You don't like clown?
I've got my own sweater.
I'm just a nigga who
Oh my god, you guys, I swear to god.
Nigga told the third. What?
Can you stop saying that word, please?
yeah. We don't want to.
What the fuck?
Guys, we're on a stream. Guys, you're on a freaking stream. Don't say that word.
A stream with 3 people.
Yeah, but we want him partnered.
We have what?
And I'm still gonna get part. There are people that do way worse stuff than me.
Okay,
Heather, and I get
we're
part.
trying to. Okay, so
What history? I'm sorry.
all right. Okay, so the thing is, the website.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Just as much as any other country, to be honest.
Hold on, I have to restart. I have to leave for 1 second.
It's so good. I have
My internet is so stupid on this phone. I swear to God.
And plus, does no one ever read my tagline?
No toxic.
No, welcome to the stream. I don't give a. Yeah.
I don't know why my my stupid phone is being dumb. Hold on. Let's try this one more time. I swear if my it's my YouNow. Give me 1 second. If it loads. God dang it, data, you suck. Wait. Oh wait, I got it.
Ew.
Okay.
You can be the only one. I'm sorry.
This is my test.
Oh my god. Guys.
So you one of them Ezio Auditore
Guys.
Firenze type of motherfucker.
I don't know. Mommy.
Guys.
Jesus Christ, you're starting a mob in there.
What is going on? I'm trying to perfect something right here.
This is what I deal with every day after stream, by the way.
How did you meet these people?
They're on an app called Amino.
I used to be on Amino. Too many dudes would hit on me.
And I'm on the Amino. I'm on its dating, but I'm not dating anyone on there. I'm just chilling on there.
No, I used to be on Amino actually back in the day, Vanessa.
Wait, really?
Yeah, except I was posed as a chick, and a lot of dudes wanted to hit on me for
Are
some
you
reason.
serious?
Yes.
I'm sure you pretend to do that, so.
No, I did that basically to screw with people, and yeah, that was a lot of my past.
I can't remember the last time I had.
Well, I've known most of these guys for a long time, and then most of them I haven't. So.
Damn.
So guys, the people you're talking to are Morgan and Heather. So.
I'm the freaking succubus.
I'm his
His name's
co-host.
Morgan.
One of them.
And Morgan is Morgan. Okay. All right, everyone. Okay, Morgan. Tell them what you do.
I play drums, I play bass, and I look like this. Damn
I
it!
can't see you, Morgan. I'll have. No, Morgan. I have to like take a picture. You can show them. Show them you. I have to take a picture.
You can't stand no one on my post from Instagram.
Hold on, Morgan. Give me a wait. No, damn it, Morgan. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me take a picture of you. Hold on. Okay, I got.
God, I don't show myself on
I got
camera
it.
anymore.
I got the picture. Fucking hell. Oh my god.
I forgot how much I don't show myself on camera anymore. Frick.
Oh, come on, Amino. Don't be a butthole tonight. Are you kidding me? But yeah. Also, Lonely, he makes music, and he plays bass as well. He plays guitar, too. I think he's been in the studio recently recording a song and whatnot, so yeah.
I'm gonna try and get Amino back, see if my old account is still there.
Alright, let me load my Amino.
Because I don't even
Oh yeah, lonely. Lonely. Lonely, you there, bro?
Someone trying to check my DMs.
0. Alright, guys, I'm gonna send you a picture of what Morgan looks like so you guys get, if it loads in. Hold on. If my Amino decides to not be a jerk tonight. God dang it. I think my Amino's being stupid. Yeah, my Amino's being dumb
I'm re-downloading it to see if anyone actually still bothered messaging me from those days.
Hold on, I have to freaking delete it and resend it. Hold on. I have to leave. I have to leave the stupid app. But yeah, I joined Amino in 2015 or 2016.
Yeah, I think mine was like 2017. I've been using it on and off up until the guys who thought I was their girlfriend. And,
are you serious?
I had to roll with it. It just sucked.
Alright.
Which fucking asshole in here is doing the goddamn...
The goddamn what?
Accent.
Indian accent?
This
What?
ain't your goddamn accent, boy.
Hello and thank you for calling tech support. Hello, I am calling to talk to you about your
Swore, I thought it was making fun of mine.
Okay, thank you, come again.
Screw your tech support.
0. 0. I'm in a stream.
I swear to cow.
0.
Hey, you bastard bitch. I'll kill you.
0. I'm in a stream, you dumbass. And I literally sent a picture of what the dude I'm on stream with looks like. And I sent it to the chat.
Okay.
And I have no idea if it went through or not.
Why did you send that picture in fucking 8-bit?
Cause I am an 8-bit. Boy, you think. Yeah, boyfriend, you look like a girlfriend.
Well, I'm gonna... Oh, okay, guys, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna leave now and enjoy the rest of the stream for the night.
At least it doesn't sound like an Indian.
What? An Indian? What do you mean by that?
What are you even doing? What?
I actually, to be serious, get calls from them all the fucking time.
Alright, goodbye.
Really?
Jesus Christ. That's what I deal with every day, Morgan.
I mean, I've dealt with worse.
Alright, I need to actually delete your photo. So.
Log in.
I forgot to delete it. Oh my god. Okay, can you play the video now?
Yeah, I was like, why not play this one for the hell of it? Oh yeah, Vanessa, if you're wondering, this is a whole Ned Flanders band.
Gotcha, fam.
Oakley, tokely. I knew about these guys, and then Jacob like brought it up to me again.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are the people I usually hang out with after your streams and stuff. And they're pretty fun people to talk to, though.
Yeah, there we go.
And that one dude.
Covered my old account.
And that one dude that said you look what you look like in that camera quality. His name is 0, but I know his actual name, so. And he is a furry, so. But he doesn't have a fursuit or anything. Oh, that looks cool!
Alright. I'm in a has-been hotel, a Star vs. Forces of Evil, and another has-been hotel server.
Oh, you're looking back on your Amino account?
Yeah. All these are from...
The thing that sucks is that you can't join voice chats while you're on the website on the computer.
Yeah, all these have been deleted.
Gotcha.
Of all these people. Oh, God, hell no. I just looked back to one of them and good God, it's so wrong.
Actually, I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm gonna go talk to them without you guys hearing it. So hold on.
Oh, here's something even worse. People used to call me Miss Charlotte.
Miss Charlotte? What the hell?
That was in a Hasbro Hotel server.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to them for a second. Hold on.
What were we doing originally, Morgan?
Oh, yeah, this.
Come on down to Cinemassacre Video and join us all month for our Monster Madness special. We've got horror, movies for kids, movies for mummies and daddies. We've got the booest releases, the hauntest video games, even Laserdisc. Having a problem making a selection?
Back in
our
1980.
friendly ghosts are always there to hell out.
You wanna know a funny thing with some old school anime? They're only really on VHS.
Exactly what
a huge chunk of them are only on VHS or
even if
Laserdisc.
it sucks. Blood.
Rare
Today's
that they're on
creature
DVD.
rental. From dusk till dawn. The evil
I
Gecko
love
brothers
that
are on
movie.
a
I
spree
love
of
it.
murder
It's my favorite
and
Rodriguez
mayhem.
movie.
When on the run from the law, they take a former preacher and his family hostage, forcing them to drive them over the
Preacher played by Harvey Keitel.
And then vampires
The daughter
happen.
played by
Wait,
Juliette Lewis,
vampires?
and the
Really?
son, we don't know what happened to that actor. He
Starring
probably took the money and ran. He wasn't really that
Quentin
good.
Tarantino,
Just saying.
Harvey Keitel, Hell, and Juliette Lewis, featuring Cheech Marin, and Cheech Marin. Cinemassacre Video in the Voorhees Memorial Shopping
You know,
Center.
Robert Rodriguez is
next
related
to
to Danny
Caldor.
Trejo. They're cousins.
Dang.
So what's your
Yeah.
favorite scene in any horror film?
Right there. The Shining.
The Shining. Which scene though?
Give me the bat, Wendy.
Oh,
Wendy, give me the bat.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm
Hey.
just gonna bash.
I was just in the adult mom and dad section,
Oh,
and
damn.
you mistakenly put this on the shelf, which I understand because of all the foot fetish stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely like to hopefully talk about From Dusk
Because
Till Dawn.
Tarantino, yeah.
When I first saw From Dusk Till Dawn, a friend of mine let me borrow it, and he said, "Oh, check this out! It's this really cool vampire movie." So the first hour of it or so, I'm thinking like, "Well, where's the vampires?" So I'm like waiting for them. But I've heard everybody else mostly has had the opposite experience, where they didn't know it was going to be vampires, and I always felt, well, it's called. From
It's in the
Dusk Till Dawn.
it's in the second half of the movie.
But what were your guys' experiences?
My
with
mom
this
doesn't like the first half,
I'm
but
not
she
sure
loves the
when
second
I first
half.
saw this. I feel like I knew there were vampires in it. Like someone might have mentioned it, and I remember watching it, going like, "Is this a vampire?"
Oh,
Like,
so similar to my experience.
yeah, where like I got the idea, and I'm just like, and then a vampire shows up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, all right, now I get it. All right, this makes sense. When it drastically changes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know, back in the early 2000s, because I didn't see it in the 90s when it came out, but I was getting big into like Tarantino films and like, you know, anyone else who's working at a movie theater and all that crap would be. And I was like, oh, let me check this one out. He didn't direct it, but I think he like did the screenplay and he's in it and all that stuff. And I checked it out. I'm like, oh, so it's like Natural Born Killers blends into Dead Alive. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I was pretty into it.
Yeah, I love this movie, by the way. Oh, you know what? I could tell. You know what? I would love to tell the story about how Mike first, because I saw his face, I saw everything. So this is back in college. So I was like, hey, Mike, you know, I want to show you this movie From Dusk Till Dawn. And I didn't tell him it was a vampire movie. I didn't tell him anything about it. And I don't know if you even knew anything about the movie.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Before you tell, this reminds me of another time too. We watched Basket Case, and I actually had no.
That was a horrible movie.
We watched the movie, and that part comes on with the character, and I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it, and everybody in the room was like, oh come on, like you obviously knew what it was, and I like really didn't know. yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
So I'm watching From Dusk Till Dawn's Mike, and this is back in college. We're watching. I think you're really enjoying it too. Like we're watching the whole part, you know, in the first hour or whatever, and you're getting more and more interested. I'm waiting for the vampire part to come to see how you react to it. And I didn't expect much. I mean, I thought maybe you knew. I wasn't sure. As soon as they get to the bar, and like it's at the part when George Clooney's like doing the shots and everything, and they're at the bar, and you stop the movie, and you're like, James, we got to go get some whiskey right now. And I'm like, oh, but we really, you got to keep watching. He's like, no, James, we will. I'm loving this movie, but we really need some whiskey to go.
It was a bar scene, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think
what are you gonna do?
It probably gave you the idea. Yeah. So we go out and we get this bottle of whiskey, and we come back. And then I never had whiskey in my life, by the way. So and Mike doesn't even have like shot glasses. He's just pouring it into like these regular glasses. So he hands me this glass of whiskey, and I'm just like, I smell it. I'm like, oh boy, it's strong. Whatever. I take a sip of it. I feel it burning and everything. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, it burns.
And then as we're sitting there, we're drinking.
Yes,
the whiskey,
Casey Bobbert.
Shit goes down. And as it's happening, you know, like Salma Hayek's face morphs into that like weird like serpent.
That was back when she was back. I mean, she's still pretty today.
And I look over at Mike,
she's in her 50s.
And he's just like blinking his eyes, looking at like, James, what the fuck just happened to this movie? And then I remember you just burst out laughing, and it was perfect. It was like the perfect way that could have gone.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought it was just gonna be like a regular like, because they had this scene earlier where they're like rob like a liquor store or something like that, or a convenience store. I just had no clue where it was going at all.
And the first act, like it really, or the first like half or whatever.
What is it?
Really great. Like I think.
No, I'm looking through my old Amino days, and good God, after this is cringe.
It's two different movies, but sort of bridged by that Salma Hayek dance.
It's interesting because there's movies like I would consider.
I didn't see this movie until I was 16. It came out when I was 2.
Second part better, but because it's blended and you have
and I thought it had like
it's kind of a lot of fun. It's a fun movie.
Deep issue, at least on the
vampire movies, like right up there.
The family side
in that vampires. Like once it becomes vampires, they go full vampire. Like and I love George Clooney. Like his character is so great that even when it switches to vampire, to him it's like some other bullshit I got to deal with. And he has that great line.
Look,
like,
all
right, I don't want to hear that you don't believe in fucking vampires, because I don't believe in fucking vampires, but these are vampires.
I do believe in what I saw, and what I saw was fucking vampires. My brother was just killed by a fucking vampire.
Oh, it's so great.
It really is.
Who owns the rights to this movie?
Robert Rodriguez, El Rey, and
that's it. Like
he owns it. Like I'll talk about it later, like the TV show and stuff. But he still owns it.
Yeah.
But I've always wondered what would you, because it's hard to see it differently. But like, what would happen if there were no vampires? Like, let's say they get to the bar, then what happens after? Because they pretty much got away. They were.
It would have been another bar shootout, much like Desperado, which Robert Rodriguez already filmed.
The only people that were left were the daughter of the family and
those guys. Remember, they came up to him.
The one played by George Clooney.
Which I don't really like the scene where they come up and like they.
I know she lost her whole family, and that's sad. But
I kind of wanted Salma Hayek to transform during the dance and then get Tarantino.
And he went his own way, and he gave her some money that he and his brother stole, and told her to go wherever.
If you watch like his like Desperado,
to go wherever.
She
wanted to go with him, but he was like, "You're not gonna want that." So.
You're like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting. It's a solid. The cast is great too.
I love how I love how everybody in that bar seems like they were waiting for this to happen because they're all ready.
Yeah.
Like you know, Tom Savini's got the whip and like you know the cock gun and like everybody.
The gun that makes no
like,
sense. Can we talk about the gun? Like the barrels are supposed to be balls, but they don't connect to like the shaft of the gun. So how do the bullets get in there?
Didn't he have a
Thanks, Vanessa.
The cock gun about being
These are the BD.
Morgan, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Pause it. Freaking one of the people in the VC asked, do you guys, do we get, okay, do you get donations on stream? He literally just asked that.
Believe it or not, actually, around the time I was broke and I have a
do you
PayPal
get
link
donations
actually.
on stream? He literally asked that.
Well, I have a PayPal link, but you really have to go to my Instagram on the link tree and then find
So basically,
yeah.
because you asked the freaking question, Zero, that's why.
Yeah, but like normally with that, you have to type in the chat. How are you? Are you actually directly speaking to him?
Yes! That's what I was literally doing the time I was in here with you guys, while I was on stream with him.
Or you're streaming with him?
Yes!
Okay, that makes sense then. Never mind. I understand. No, because okay, so let me explain. So when you're watching a stream of like a VTuber or something like that, you can't directly talk to them without typing in the chat. But if she's streaming with him on the same platform, you can do it's like a joint stream. So
Yes.
you can directly communicate with each other.
Yes.
It's almost like it's basically like being in a Discord call with someone and recording it. Is the easiest way I can explain it.
Okay.
Shut up.
Well, if you don't understand that, you've been living under a rock for the last 20 years.
No, it's not Twitch. A bunch of people used to go on this website, it's called YouNow.
What does he stream on?
YouNow.
Yeah, I'm not watching his stuff ever then.
Okay,
Well,
bye.
great way to be nice on it.
Really?
I'm not downloading another app to watch one person.
There's
Okay,
more.
goodbye.
But guess what?
Yeah,
I'm
there's
worth
more.
it.
There's me, and there's Jacob. There's Warmups. There's Overdone Fun.
I have my headphones in, so they couldn't hear you.
Yeah, damn it.
Why, you wanted to say something back to him?
No,
Nah,
I
screw
just
him.
ran at him.
Screw yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just everyone, like when people
Oh,
are
Heather, I
kids,
love you. Oh my god.
everyone thinks of
Heather, that was worth it.
No one really knows, like, oh, what happened to that poor bank teller?
Well, I mean, he was kind of rude.
What happened to the liquor store?
Oh yeah,
guy?
I
What happened to
know.
all that? Like,
I
no one
deal with him
cares
every
about
day,
that.
so
What
almost
about the
every
border
day.
crossing? They only care about things that happen in the bar.
Here's confusing. They kill Sheriff McGraw, and then he comes back later in Planet Terror and Kill Bill. Like the character's still alive.
Well,
even
Vanessa,
though
I'll tell you this. I made my comeback as Miss Charlotte.
Yeah, Michael Parks.
On
plays
which,
that character in multiple
Amino?
movies, but
I used to dislike that.
I'm gonna see how the hell that goes.
I love it now.
Alright, so the Amino is called Dating, and I'll tell you how many I'll tell you how many people are in it, so you get an idea which one to join, because there's 2 of them. Okay, there's 1,073-271 members.
God, I haven't used this app in like 2 years.
But the first time I watched, I'm like, this is like so boring.
That's how many people are in it.
But now I just love
And when you join, it has like some like posts and whatnot, and then
but he's nothing.
I don't know if I don't think you can see voice chats in there. Like people like
Yeah,
voice
what's
chats.
the number?
And when they blow up the bar, that they actually did that. Like,
When they're walking down.
173-721.
Okay, good. Here's the first result.
Falling all around them.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And then
Join.
when you're in there, do you see the voice chats, like the people? Do you see the live things or no?
Calm, and then
On the website?
and then a bump. And then a bump, and the movie's so well edited that like there's even calm scenes in the bar, like when they're setting up the weapons and all that. So,
I don't
like,
think you
there's
can
so
see.
many
I don't know on the
great
website if you can
scenes.
see them or not.
you know, of just.
No, I'm out on the website. I'm on my phone.
I think one of the most tense.
Alright, so do you see the live thing that says mellow on it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for some reason that one's like really.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's the one we're usually in. Do you want to join it with me? Do
Yeah.
you want to join it with me? Like, while you're on stream?
Give me a second.
Grab headphones and I'll...
Yeah, I got your buds.
Alright.
Like, he's not really known to be an actor, but he's
Okay.
kind of pulls
You
it.
see me there? I'm the one with the Power Rangers gif and stuff. Alright?
Thankfully, this is the character.
I'm gonna be muted though.
Yeah, because he's kind of.
So you can talk to me on stream, alright?
He's a serial rapist and killer. He's like a horrible person in this movie. But like but it's a switch that goes off because then he's just kind of weird and like you know, awkward.
Yeah.
It's really an interesting character. Like, he did a good job, and like you said, it's something that only Tarantino.
I hated Tarantino's character.
Rodriguez was probably like, "Hey."
Well,
can
I think
play a
you're
guy
supposed
with
to
a
hate
mustache?
him.
And Tarantino was like, "Yeah, I can do it. I've studied this for many years."
Well, I think he wrote it for himself.
Obviously, George Clooney is more likable because he's the same guy.
Okay,
And it's George Clooney.
In the commentary, they're talking about how like he's sucking on Salma Hayek's foot during that like dance.
Oh my gosh!
George Clooney said something to him, and he's not on the commentary, but they're talking about. George Clooney once said, he's like, "Oh yeah, so you wrote yourself to suck on Salma Hayek's foot, and I gotta fight a giant rat."
Yeah. There's actually a scene when she's standing when she's doing the dance on the table, she like backs up too far and almost like, I guess she might step or like run in the
She
door.
had
So sad.
a snake on her before.
He's like, oh, like it's so weird.
Salma Hayek, that is like probably one of my favorite scenes ever. The dance scene.
It is for a guy.
Unless you have a foot fetish, in which case it's probably even better for you. Like that scene, I'm like, this is.
Well,
great.
not that part, but her dancing.
That's Tarantino's thing. Whatever, it's his thing.
And she's cool when she turns into like the whole snake thing. And I love the whole like, you're gonna be my slave, and he's like, I was already married.
And I appreciate that scene now for like what it is because you needed that calm before the storm.
Yeah.
You guys want to go through all the characters now in the movie?
Sure. Yeah. Let's
I
go
want to
top to
start.
bottom.
Okay, first one. The best character in the whole movie is the hotel guy. They go and then they're like, "What the hell do you want?" He's like, "What do you think?"
I forgot that part. I need to watch it again.
Okay. And that's all you see of him. He's the best character in the movie.
I like Freddie Williams.
Oh yeah.
Especially when he tells his Vietnam story, which must be the most amazing story because he's miming it out for 10 minutes while Sex Machine is turning into a
wow.
And it's like, it keeps cutting back, and he's doing like a new moment. He's telling the story how he like took out all these people.
And he's not talking during this. Like there's this long
Wait, am I heard?
Because they
By
had
in
this
this.
to Tom Savini, like with his fangs.
Yeah, the hands.
And then Freddie Williams is not saying a word, but just doing this, and everybody's just watching him do that.
And they occasionally turn to look at Tom's video, and then they turn back and go back to the story, and he's making like a new movie.
Oh,
it's so great.
I want to see that scene with the audio sweetened so you just hear like nothing but.
Yeah.
Just like it's really awkward.
As funny as it is, though, I like the family. Harvey Keitel, Juliette Lewis, and the kid who's clearly a John Carpenter fan because he's wearing a Soft Piece 13 shirt.
Which is pretty much what
Wait, do I have my what plugged in?
into the plays.
And you kind of need
that kid took the money and ran. Am I right, Bobart?
It's like, oh, good, an awful person died. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, you need someone to be like, oh, I hope they don't die. They're nice.
I mean,
Oh no, we don't want the family to die.
2 years ago.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
running
Now
and ran.
she's playing someone who's not psychopathic and younger.
Yeah.
It's like, well, she was actually more badass, I guess, than the two guys in this film.
Yeah.
And more crazy.
Yeah, and Natural Killers, yeah.
I really
And her
like
son and her brother was slain because.
Pair of brothers who are
I mean,
criminals. And then you have
her brother
you know,
was supposed to kill her dad
and,
when he turned, but
you know,
he
and
didn't, and I'm like,
who,
oh my gosh.
isn't a priest anymore, and like, you know, and then these characters at first, like, you know, they're kind of forced in this whole situation, but then they earn Seth's respect by the end of it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Like, pretty much by the time they get to the bar, I think that's the point when, you know, he says the line, he's like, "Are you too much of a fucking loser
Yes,
to
I
not
can
know
hear
who
you, Vanessa, but also a million other
Repeat that to
people."
me, and then, and then he's just like, "I want you to have a drink with me."
Yeah,
Like, that was kind of the moment.
Yeah, which is funny because you had the whiskey scene earlier where you first drank whiskey watching that movie, and then they give the whiskey to her for the first time. Like, you know, I don't drink alone kind of a situation.
Yeah, I insist.
What a horrible experience for her. Like, so what was your first time getting drunk? Oh, well, I went to a bar with my family. Everyone turned into vampires, and then I shot my brother and dad. So, you know, the alcohol was
She had to.
It was awful.
She didn't shoot her brother and dad because they were already dead.
Oh,
They were already turned.
But at least her dad kind of regained his faith again.
Listen to the commentary.
In the end.
So anyway,
and he went down fighting.
From Dusk Till Dawn is probably the best comment, the funniest, and it's pretty informative too. It's
yeah.
very good
showing us one on
probably
screen.
the best I've ever seen. It's Robert Rodriguez.
What?
You're welcome for getting noticed.
He doesn't do
Me?
some commentaries on his
Yeah,
own.
no, Heather.
Look
at the
For such a chatty guy, like it's surprising that this is the only one of his movies that I know of where he did a commentary.
Yeah.
I wonder if he does a bunch and the editors are like,
"Oh hi, y'all."
Delete that.
So the scene
Can't see the names.
He's like, okay, the one rule in horror films is you don't kill the kid. But in this movie, the fucking kid gets it worse than anybody. And he's just like cracking up over it.
He's comparing it to Schindler's List? Like, he said Spielberg under the bus.
He said Spielberg didn't even have the balls
God.
to shoot Schindler's List, which no, okay, Tarantino.
Well, Schindler's List was based on something that actually happened.
He also says that not even in Jaws the kid gets killed. I was like, yeah, the kid gets killed in Jaws.
I think it's he said you just
means
don't
like
see it.
more like, he means violent on screen.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think what he means is okay.
They
so
also
the kid,
can't
first of all,
hear you.
He has to shoot his own.
Sorry,
father,
I'm
his
muted.
stepfather, because he.
No,
in the
not
face,
you,
he
Heather.
turns
Wait,
into a
Steph?
vampire. And then the kid gets eaten by, not even just like they don't just suck his blood, they're eating him alive.
Yeah, that
he
was
has
awful.
to beg to his sister, his own sister, to shoot him, and then he explodes into like mucus, blood, and slime.
Because I think all the guns had crosses on the bullets. Remember they put the crosses?
Which
So that's
yeah.
how they were suddenly explosive.
Yeah, they made
that scene is one of the bad scenes in the bad effects scene in the movie because like the vampires are clearly just mannequins waiting to be exploded, and the one's just standing there.
Hey, this
for, like,
was
Greg
Greg Nicotero's
Why did you leave your
early
own
work
like,
was for this movie, the special effects, and he's doing work for Walking Dead now.
They all transform into those like creepy ones instead of like the stripper ones. Is they all look like the demons in Demon Knight.
No, I'm not. They can't even hear you.
Kind of like radish. Well, the sex machine turns into a rat.
Oh no! Now it's kind of like the movie Witches.
Yeah.
Where they all turn into rats.
I never believed his real name is Sex Machine.
No.
So that's like officially his name in the movie.
But now they
I
can
feel
hear
like
you.
When Kay asked him, oh, so what's your name? Sex Machine. Like he's just fucking around.
And he looks just like his character from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
he's like
the same
different.
guy.
Like,
Don't worry, Vanessa. The
I love
camera's
VFX,
crap
VFX,
quality
VFX,
anyway,
VFX,
so
VFX,
you can't even
Nick
see anything really.
Yeah.
Is in it as him and Tom Savini being the two effects guys are the ones who are sort of having that like little like argument.
They can't even
and I like there's like a callback.
The camera is blurry as piss. How could they see it?
Too long, I think.
Oh, okay.
And this one they slice Harvey Keitel's head and they linger on it for a while. They're like, we're gonna get this goddamn effect of this movie.
I believe his son throws a condom full of holy water.
Morgan, I'm gonna leave guesting, but I'll still be in here, okay?
All the water in their bodies, and they could have went around with their blood and stuff.
That's true.
That would have been fun. But so we talked about the characters before they get to the bar. I want to talk about everyone in the bar, if possible.
Yeah, we got to mention Cheech Marin.
Yeah,
all three of them.
Cheech Marin has 3 roles in this movie, and it's interesting on the.
I forgot about that too.
Each time they meet Cheech Marin, he plays an important part where he's like another step in their journey to hell.
Yeah.
So he's kind of at like the in between each chapter. So first he's like the border agent, so that's when they cross over to get into Mexico to go and hide away. And then when they're at the bar, he's the one who's like the bouncer or whatever when they get in. And then he's the one at the end where like they, he's kind of like the whole reason why they even went there, in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how can I make it up to you? He's like, you can't. What were they, psychos? Psychos don't explode when sunlight hits them.
I like how he's like, heh. He just makes like 20%, and they barter.
Yeah, he's right back into business. He's like, all right, well, let's barter.
It's funny because his character at the end there reminded me of when George Clooney had Up in the Air.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie.
I gotta
do a lot of that stuff in it, and I was like, this is.
I gotta see Up in the Air.
But so everyone in the bar is fantastic, from Danny Trejo on down.
Danny Trejo, yeah.
Oh, by the way, another George Clooney movie. Watch. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Three of them.
Santanica. I forget the last name.
I got 3 of them. them. Two of them are like no brand webcams, and one of them's a Logitech
I
C920.
was hoping Danny Trejo was wearing that little vest. I was hoping it was going to be like Chippendales. He was going to start stripping.
Did Danny Trejo die in this movie, or did he get away?
No, he explodes.
No one asked my ass about that.
In both sequels as the same character, so I guess the vampires just come back.
Yeah, they regenerate.
I love the band.
The band explodes.
Which is also the band at the beginning of Roadhouse.
Was that Tito and Tarantula? Or which
I think so. I think so.
Okay, yeah.
They're the band at the beginning of Roadhouse, and the main singer is the dude Banderas like shoots in the face in Desperado, who the one who's stalking him.
I think it's fun because he has the like the man guitar.
Yeah,
it's
the
like
man
a bunch
guitar.
of
And it's funny because if you look at like I want to count. You need to come up with a count of how long it takes from the first transformation till you see the man guitar. I don't think it's someone in the bar. I think he had it.
He just brought it
because it
up.
took like 2 minutes. I don't think he's doing all the stringing and are the strings human hair? Like there's a lot I want to know about the instruments. And
by the way, that band never sucks anyone's blood. They were there just to play the show and leave.
Fuck you, everybody, and then they explode.
Oh my god! Has anyone watched any of the follow-ups?
No, but
I mean, the one sitting up there.
Any of the how many?
I have because there's no.
Oh, frick! Maybe another half hour, I'd assume.
Which I own. It's over there.
Okay.
I mean, the store owns it.
Don't break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
There are
Patrick's
sequels.
in it. It's okay. It's like they're doing like a bank heist.
My
but then it
mom's.
goes wrong
I think
because
she's
one of
seen the
guys in
second.
bank
I don't know about
turns
the
to a
third
vampire.
one.
He starts turning them all slowly.
It's just
into
nothing like the
vampires.
first though.
And it's alright. It's real low budget. I never saw the third one, but I want to talk about like I finally gave the TV show a shot.
Okay.
And the first season is a remake of the movie, and it is great. It was
on El
Because
Rey,
you don't
which
wanna see the
was
same thing over and
Robert
over again, but it
Rodriguez's
stretches it out.
network.
The Tarantino character being crazy, they tie that.
They actually
more
played
to
a lot of
vampires,
Godzilla
so it's not
reruns,
like
too.
He's being drawn.
But it's reboot. It's not like it doesn't.
No, it's a reboot. It's a reboot. But it's really good. The Selma Hayek character is more important.
And I'll
This is
put
movie,
it in the
like,
chat, sir.
The main bad.
Okay.
She's gone.
A lot.
Yeah,
Oh, Gina Rodriguez.
It's really good. And Fez from that '70s show is two of the Cheech Marin characters, and he's like, really good. It's super bloody and violent. Rodriguez directs a few episodes. Danny Trejo apparently shows up later on in the show, so I'd say give that a shot.
I
At
mean,
least the first season I like.
It's kind of like you were saying how if you're gonna don't reboot a movie, make a new TV series.
Make a TV show, because then you can linger on some of the ideas, expand on it. I thought it was really, really good, but better than the sequels, even though Robert Patrick from 2 plays the Harvey Keitel character in the show. So they bring back a lot of the people.
Oh, okay, he's the priest.
But from Dust to
Oh
Dawn,
wait,
one of my favorite vampires.
Oh.
Have any of you guys played Left 4 Dead at all?
No.
Really?
You're welcome.
There's 2 scenes, and Left 4 Dead is like 4 characters. It's a multiplayer where they go and do like this whole zombie thing. You know, you guys would like it. And there's a scene where they all pose, and it's very much Left 4 Dead. Like, remember the scene where it's the 4 guys in front of the stage, and at the end when all 4 of them have the weapons?
Yeah.
I'd like to kind of do like a little comparison of like the games, because I feel like the poses are exactly the same.
Yeah.
So this movie reminded me more of like video games than other horror stuff I've seen. I don't know. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, good time.
So I still have like half a page of notes for Dustin. I'll just
Who the frick breathing?
Who is breathing?
One thing, there's a really funny outtake which I showed you on
Oh
the DVD.
my god.
George Clooney, it's in the
No, in my freaking left ear, I'm just hearing like.
He has to say this line like, "I'm going to turn this place into Benny's World of Blood" or whatever.
Yeah.
And he can't get the line, and they do it over and over, and he gets so fucking pissed, like he hits the table. And
here's the whole time he's holding.
They
on to
had
the
the
actress's
they
head.
had the behind the scenes.
In his car and down the street, or I will turn this place into fucking. God damn it! I want him in.
Yeah,
his
they
car
had the
and down
bloopers
the road,
online
or
on
you
YouTube back a decade ago, and then they took it
want
down.
him
So-
I want him out of here in his car and down the road, or you can fuck.
And freaking out. You can tell she's like terrified.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think
Name's
you guys noticed,
Morgan.
Like, watching bloopers, everyone laughs. But I don't know if you guys have been on set where someone can't get a line out and it goes on for a while. It's really uncomfortable.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah, and like imagine just being.
I
that
bet she
actor
was
for an hour.
terrified.
He's just holding your hair, and he breaks character. He screams. He's hitting things. I would be mortified.
Yeah, and he's probably tugging on your hair more.
So,
That would be
of course,
terrifying.
mentioned, like, in this movie, I think they invented more ways to kill a vampire than any other movie. I don't mean like with the lore, but like the ways in which they impale them.
Yeah.
Like there's the pencil in the heart, and they have the heart outside the body, and as long as the heart is stabbed, then the vampire's dead. Then there's the 4 table legs where he throws 4 of them onto the table, and you got that overhead shot. It's beautiful. Yeah. Then you got when they're twisting the stakes and everything, like they're on the commentary, they're cracking up over that. Like, what does the twisting do? Like, why do they have to twist? And they also talk about the reason the vampires bleed green is because when they were writing it, they knew that this was going to push an NC-17 rating.
Yeah,
so
I ain't playing in that.
Decided, like, how about instead of
I already got banned off.
Red, let's just make it green, and that passed. So basically,
I already got banned off Wikipedia too for making the character Jewish.
The
so yeah,
they don't like
Jewish.
It's not that they don't like gore; they just don't like the color
I'll
red.
never end.
And then the last thing I'll leave it at is the ending is so great with that big matte shot.
Yeah.
So brilliant.
I think Robert Rodriguez has that matte painting in his house.
Yeah, he does.
I would love to get a poster of that. That thing's great.
It's so awesome. And then not just the looks, but the idea that you see that they're not the only like truckers that come by.
Yeah.
There's just like all these. Like,
Wish I were Heather.
About, trucking history, but there's trucks in there that are clearly from like the 40s,
Oh.
50s, like newer at the bottom, and there's like
Dang.
as they go up, they get newer and more high tech trucks. But
that's another thing. The TV show, they explore more of that temple, which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
And one last thing about the show: Jake Busey is Sex Machine in it, and you don't know he's Sex Machine for like 5
He
episodes
looks just
until
like
he
his
puts out the
dad.
video.
I swear,
Wait,
he
that's
looks
who
like
he
his
is?
dad, Gary Busey.
But yeah. It's a great movie.
So, Mike, what'd you think?
Hey, great. Now it sounds like someone's snorting loogies or
Watch it sometime
something.
when I'm not drunk.
I bet.
Actually,
reviews, the gang reviews, Event Horizon.
Actually, I want to go to Overdone Fun because Warmups is on there, and I don't know who else. It's Farazi could be there.
A full 6 hours of Halloween-themed episodes, specials, commercials, and more. Check out the Facebook page for the OSI 74 Network series Here Lies for more details on how you can snag your own.
Then I gotta.
and make this year's
I
Halloween
forgot what to catch
the
up
best
on.
ever.
Oh yeah, my progress. And Spider-Man is on there.
Okay, I'm just hearing way too much weird ass crap right now. Mo, what are you doing? Seriously, this is all going through my ear. I deal with this all the time on my own streams. What do you think? What?
Oh yeah, I think Morgan. I think they're. I keep forgetting that Farazi also said he was live, but he's all likely live with Overdone Fun. So he's doing his own stream. Oh my gosh, there's a party.
Emily, what up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm looking up content. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got a party over here and over there.
Sort of party over here. I also have like 12 freaking nutcases screaming into a mic, but yeah. Oh my goodness. You know what? Where the frick is my... Did I save anything weird or something earlier? Oh, yo, here we go.
Wait a minute. What website are you on?
Oh, Amino.
Amino.
But it's also an app. Yo, thanks for coming to Fan Mellow. Wait, you're Mellow from Amino. Fan of your ass back.
Hell yeah. I'm also a meme lord, so yeah.
Emily, this vaccine.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You don't believe what they're talking about! Oh my gosh!
Wait, what about what?
They're talking about. I'm not gonna say it, okay?
What? You found it?
Who found what?
What? What?
No, it's all overdone fun. I'm multitasking here. Oh my god. I'm out.
See, this is the smart content we provide on YouNow. Yo, what about?
Arms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote.
Mine are fake.
Oh my gosh. Jackson's got a message.
To who?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. No! No! You are not making me say that! They're making me say pie so H-O-R-N-Y. Because I told them I was guesting with you, and yeah, they were telling me what to say. You're also multitasking. We're both.
I know.
We're both multitasking 2 streams. We're hard at work here. He's got a... I don't want her. What is wrong?
pants aren't taking the picture.
I took the pictures myself.
They're not selfies though. They're self-timer or what?
Self-cock?
A couple of them. The first two are, and then the newest one is with my camera up there.
This one's a selfie, but like the last two, I was like, that's actually a decent picture.
Which one is?
Your most recent.
Oh, it's because it's on a real camera. I got an actual like mirrorless camera.
I just bought a new camera.
Okay.
Sell right away because I got scammed online.
Yeah, everyone gets.
Yeah, This is a busy night.
Oh boy. Yeah, they're still going in that other voice chat. This is all that's going through my headphones at this point. That's all going through it. Anyway. Dumb question. Who wants to go raid overdone fun? Because yeah, I ain't got any other ideas.
Okay, Farazi is high.
Nah.
Okay, I had to leave for a second because my app is being stupid, so I have to restart my phone, and then I'll probably be back.
I can still hear everything.
But yeah, Morgan, those are the people I deal with every freaking day.
I know, because literally, this is all that's going through my earbuds.
This is what I do with every day, Morgan. So basically, Ricardo, he usually comes in and either burps or tells us that he's taking a dump every so often. I don't know why he does that. He just always does it all the freaking time.
I'm trying to literally see if I could actually go back into my old
account.
No, my old Has-Been Hotel things, because I actually remessaged someone from about 2 years ago.
Oh my god.
I want to see how that turns out.
Did you stick with the chat or did you leave it?
Yeah, I left it because I kept hearing everything.
I know, that's what I deal with every day. But I am gonna probably join back in there. So you can hear me.
Honestly, Morgan, since Vanessa's here with you, she can take over my spot.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get something straight with Overdone Fun.
Alright, well.
I was gonna raid them.
Do you want to raid them then? And then you and I.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.